No. Let's go with the sword logic. And please do start at the beginning. Okay, you're not Bife, so stop it. Yes. There's two others. Yeah, I would like you to briefly describe the sword logic to our friend Locke. But start at the beginning. And that's why the Hive have spooky green magic. Here, question. Do I need to get rid of all of my Vanguard Engram or Vanguard tokens now because they're going away? Okay, good. Because I have a lot of those. What's wrong with Discord audio? No Discord audio? There is no Discord audio. One moment. There was last week. Okay, say something. Nope. Oh my goodness, OBS did the thing again. Can you hear Discord audio? Okay, 1 second. How the hell did this happen again?
Rub Zavala's tummy. He'll get mad at you.
Hello, and welcome to Destiny 2.
I'm pretty sure it's okay
now.
Now
Up again.
Can you hear everybody? Are we all here? Can you hear me? Can you hear the game? Can you hear the boys?
At least we have the stream title.
It's
Sword logic.
I need to know, Locke. Are we all good?
Yeah, we're all good.
We're all good. Okay, hi. Yeah, Destiny. There's a new season. We're gonna discover new ways to dunk glowing basketballs into things.
Yeah.
I love Blitzball.
Now that's what I call pod racing.
Aww.
Season 13. Destiny 2.
Oh, look at your tutu.
I'm excited.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Okay.
It's nothing until you get into a trials match with him and he does that and you're like, Nick, stop it now.
Beautiful.
He didn't like me, like my taunting.
Do not taunt the team.
Do not taunt Happy Fun Ball.
That's right.
Oh
And
no,
kill Jason. So okay, look, we're gonna roll through some new stuff. I'm gonna start us out with a returning Nightfall or a returning strike.
You know it. You love it.
Nightfall the Ordeal. So it's the Ordeal.
Yeah.
And 1230's fine. Oh, okay.
Yep.
1270 is the next one up. Cool. Let's do it. If you played Destiny 1, you'll recognize this one pretty quick. If not, I believe
This
the
one's
meme
going
is
out to
enemy
all the lovers out
density.
there.
Enemy density.
Wait, do I need Risk Runner?
No. Stop
Do you not
encouraging
have-
him.
Do you not have Risk Runner? I mean, that's.
I mean, your equipment's not locked. Feel free to equip it.
I'd be more impressed if you didn't have Risk Runner.
I wasn't going to, actually. I had some bounties to get, and Risk Runner wasn't on the menu.
Nick was like, "Oh, Mike's gonna be mad at me if I use risk. So I'll just do this side."
I'm not using it. Just to spite you guys, I'm not using it.
Just-
Wow.
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 Oh, wow, guys. Wow.
Not using a Risk Runner. That's a risky move.
That's what I call risky business. Oh, and there goes my frame rate. Just like it's... Okay, something... Every time this game caches, I swear it, like, doesn't cache properly or something. Because...
Could be.
First time I load into new areas I haven't been since the patch, I just get this herky-jerky frame rate, so it should settle down.
Tell me more about your herky jerky.
It's honestly not that bad on my end.
I'm using, I don't know what this thing is called, but I'm using the new exotic bow right
Ticu's
Falconor.
Divination.
now.
Okay, we
It's-
could also call it Falconor.
What if I called it
call it-
Merciloff's passion?
Sure. How about bow logic?
Sure.
Tell me more about the
Well, let's see. Ted
Pull the
Nugent.
string.
Yeah, so he's a musician, right? And he's kind of insane, but he likes bow hunting.
Uh-huh.
And that's all I can say about it without going into some kind of awful political rant. So,
Right.
Yes.
yeah. So this bow's really neat. If you hip fire it, it shoots like seeking
Follow
arrows,
and hide.
and then if you
Let's hope we can
aim
avoid the
and
crossfire.
hit an enemy that the seeker hit, it detonates all the arrows, and it makes explosions.
And they can be very fun explosions. Especially in things like PvP, where I actually had I hit 3 different enemies with it, and I shot one with the charged arrow, and all 3 blew up. That was a fun moment. Cloud Strike.
I was gonna say I've seen it done with Cloud Strike.
I'm just here getting a bunch of kills.
I should get rocket launcher. Maybe I should show that off after this.
Yeah, grenade launcher or rocket launcher's got a little bit of a buff.
Except the one I was using.
Well, yeah, legendaries are in a better spot than exotics, easily enough.
The one new rocket launcher they added is pretty neat. It
Go
has
Duello.
the sticky thing that explodes.
Yep. Saw a good one of the which ones it's the JoJo
The way out of here
memes
is
with it, where enemy teleporting is a thing of this game. So someone tags a Cabal Centurion with it,
Oh, I remember this strike.
and they're like
Oh yeah.
far away, and and then the Centurion warps right next to them before the rocket goes off.
Aim.
Real gamer boy.
Real gamer. It is funny, like, when they bring stuff like this back and you realize that Destiny 2 makes players so much more capable than Destiny 1 ever did.
Yeah.
So this place was really hairy on the in Destiny 1, but now it's just kind of like good lives here, but
It ain't so bad. Hell on earth right now.
At this level, it's not so bad. The higher power levels difficulties.
Just so you know,
It's
there's more
nice.
fallen than Hive on the way.
Yeah, it starts getting.
but you still have like the loadout options that players have to counteract modifiers are much better in Destiny 2.
Yes. I'll tell you actually what is really bad is the next area. Past the big open zone. If you do remember the strike from Destiny 1. Oh, that's got a
Hang
fun
back with
little
our icebreakers and beat this tank up.
Yep, that's got a fun little update to it now. Yep. You'll see. Also, chain reaction is a great perk.
Sure is.
The one thing is you'll have to get ready to crank the music up for when you actually get to the boss.
Oh yeah, I heard there's a cool remix.
It's a very it is almost the Doom soundtrack remix of that boss.
So when I cocked my shotgun into
Something like that.
Barrier is down. We can move now.
You're
a
welcome.
heavy bird. Beautiful. But I got out my Eyes of Tomorrow just so we can all sleep. Or you and I can leave and the rest of our clan can save. Serves you right.
Yes. So here's the thing that's like streamers who plays this game, who does a lot of damage testing. Oh, wait, I have to wait. I don't want to run too far ahead. Basically, what happened was that rocket launchers in the last season were doing the damage against majors that they should have been doing. But against bosses, they were doing less. So they apparently just brought...
The lair is up ahead, under that colony ship. Just on the other
They
side
fixed
of
it, yeah.
all those devils.
As a result, Eyes of Tomorrow is a brig, or team. Eyes of Tomorrow, which was doing the correct damage against majors, is now doing or something like that. It's basically, yeah, it's one of those things where you're just like, okay, this is fixed, and you can see exactly the way that it went, and it's, you know, not right, but it's right for how everything was.
Seems logical. Oh man. It was me.
It was
This guy right here.
Weep, weep.
What? Snipers behind us.
Came
He's
from
like
behind.
There's like down. Yeah, down in there.
Facing that area with Briggs and Champions and all the kind of fun modifiers that usually go into Nightfall is...
Fun.
Fun?
yeah.
Don't run too far ahead. I was in my menu.
I always
This-
enjoyed seeing
This
your
looks
mod.
okay.
How many times do you have to go hide in my house?
Good job. You did the meme.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Wail on that guitar.
Told you.
Is this part of the sword logic?
In a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Back.
It's very, like, I've seen different comments about what it's drawing inspiration from. Like, why can't I think of it now? Mesopotamian, like, yeah, Mesopotamian sort of, that commerce style. Titans have a very interesting helmet. Just the way that it looks.
Sepic's Prime cast a great shadow over our city. With its destruction, the fallen
Yeah,
devils
so
will grow
completing.
weaker.
Oh, hey, I got the
But we must stay vigilant.
new strike specific.
The fallen are
rocket launcher.
crafty. They'll find ways to
Lucky you,
survive.
I got Cabal Gold.
They always do.
Gold.
Good.
I got a Xenoclast 4, which is just old loot, right?
I mean from last season, yeah.
Yeah. Disruption Break and Dual Loader, though. Not too bad.
So yeah, completing strikes, completing like, you know what they call the ritual activities. So strike playlists, crucible matches, gambit matches, gets you Cabal Gold after you've done sort of a couple of initial quests that introduce you to the new activity this season, which is the Cabal Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
And once you get 14 gold, you can put medallion into your hammer of proving.
Yeah, let me find the hammer.
Bring the hammer down,
There we go.
and then
I
you can
have
go off into
a
the
Challenger
battlegrounds.
medallion in it, so is everyone in a spot where I could actually fire off the thing?
Yeah, yep, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let me check my loadout real fast.
They've got what? Anti-barrier, unstoppable.
Yeah, hold on, let me...
I have
I need
unstoppable on
stuff.
overload. Anti-barrier is on scout rifle.
I've got shield break charge and overload.
Alright, so let's put the scout rifle back on. And Hawk Moon back on. That should cover both of those.
6 for them both.
Let me double check.
Blood. Anti-barrier. There's unstoppable, that stuff.
Alright, just unlocked an artifact mod. You'll love to see it. Okay, so where do I actually fire it? Like, do I have to do the...
From Vanguard.
So Vanguard, it's the Battleground playlist.
Yep.
Okay. And that will because I have a hammer charge, I can select this, or how does that work?
Correct. I think you have a hammer charge, so you can actually. What was I gonna say? Because you have a hammer charge, you'll get something at the end. Like I think you can still do this even if you don't have a hammer charge, but it's more useful if you have. Then you get the chest at the end of it. Okay, and I've got anti-barrier sniper and Inferno whip.
Inferno whip.
Inferno.
I'll whip.
What's this one?
Solar is unstoppable mods.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but Battlegrounds is probably the closest thing to a horde mode we currently have in.
Cabal forces are entrenched out
basically.
here.
I mean,
You're
it's
in
not
for a hell
it's
of a
not
firefight
rounds,
before we can breach
but
their defenses.
It kind of reminds me of like
Barriers are likely to
old
send
Unreal Tournament
reinforcements,
Assault,
but I'll try to draw their air
where
support
it's just
away.
kind of
Yeah,
like linear,
yeah.
Clear the
pushing,
field.
pushing,
That should
and
buy me
then
enough time to
big
take down
finale.
the barrier that's blocking the way forward.
Something I haven't thought about in a while, but yes, I think that's a bit closer to it.
Actually, my frame rate's jumping around right now too, Mike. Like
Really choppy.
Back here, I need to throw you at something.
yeah, it's always gonna roll down the hill. Watch for falling objects.
Yeah.
roll and a prime angle. I'd love to see it.
The new most frequent cause of Guardian death, Cabal drop pods.
Yeah, quote unquote new. I don't care how much Destiny people have or haven't played, but I think every gamer should play.
Yeah, you don't need to have played Destiny, dude. They're stick boys.
Let me tell you about the drop pod logic.
Yeah.
You got a problem? Drop a pod on it.
Oh, that one.
I know.
That almost got me.
Whoa, my goodness.
That was a little close.
It was well timed.
Nice catch. It didn't roll down the hill. Make sure you get the right angle. Tried to shoot Jason.
Don't shoot me.
So pretty.
Beachhead game.
Oh, hey now. Hey now. Oh, no. Shield up?
Haha, caught it again. Watch out for that pop.
Oh my god, there's all these engrams at the bottom of the hill.
Who would have
Yes, guys. Let's talk about the new loot cave. 5.0.
Loot cave?
Come
Know
here
where
to
everything
the
goes down
battleground.
to?
Yep.
Remember when Beyond Light launched and there was a quasi-loot cave?
Yep.
Everyone got real excited, but he's like, you can't have fun with friends.
Well, actually, what it turned out was it wasn't really a loot cave. People were using like those things where you can get enhancement prisms, or enhancement cores, I should say. So it's just a bunch of blues and like enhancement cores.
You said there were champions in here?
There was one earlier.
When we get to the end, there'll be plenty.
Yeah, like every time summons
So they're like the shield bearer for all champions.
Yep.
Run away! Alright.
Corridor of Death. This is where everybody pops super and everything else. It's just
we talk about how Lance Reddick is a national treasure?
Yes.
I guess he lives in South Africa. According to his Twitter.
Barriers down. Get a move on.
Look at me reloading
Careful.
away
The
a
Cabal
5X
got sloppy.
Paracausal.
Vex had moved in behind them. Watch your back or you'll get caught in the crossfire.
Called him It's because he's been learning this, messing with the powers of darkness and learning to clap ass in new ways.
All I need to do is tell him you have a shiny new gun.
Or that arrows can make you
into one. So good. I just don't know how Lance Reddick could be anything.
Well, bravo! I need the original credit because I can't remember who wrote that meme originally, but bravo to them for writing it.
Oh no, of course. I just mean Lance Reddick is he plays the game. He loves the fans. He embraces all of the memes, and he's like probably the most prominent voice actor in it by a number of lines. And he's just like, yeah, hell, keep done.
Or like when he hit 100,000 Twitter followers and he recorded the whether we wanted it or not.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just got a 86K caca.
Nice.
Love to see it.
I love big cars.
Do you?
Oh,
Oh boy, I
now.
have a game for you on Steam.
The Imperial commander should be up ahead.
Give them what for? Kindly remind them they don't belong on Europa.
like begin to rate.
Let's skip the kindly part.
I do like that Odin Fair is having a little bit more of a role these days. His adopted son is wonderful. He must be protected at all costs. Stuck between a golem and a pool of electric battery. That old chestnut.
I did the thing.
Reconstruction.
Ah.
Boy, I'm stuck.
That's the exact same sentence I uttered after I slayed 2 pizzas last night.
Oh, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Why is there a Thunderdome?
You don't want to be in it.
This guy's a rage cage.
Freak shows! I got you for 3 minutes!
Oh, hello.
You make a friend.
I did. Is he ready? There we go.
You get a knife. Wasn't
That's a knife.
heavy.
The
Did I get to
Cabal
open all of
is
these?
searching for the secrets of the
No.
deep stone crypt.
Choose your chest.
I don't
Yeah,
understand wanting to become a
Is there a
machine.
difference, or is it
To
just
lose
like,
everything
no,
you
last
are.
one.
What sort
Yeah,
of
just
person
choose
is
one.
willing to do that to themselves?
From what I gather, folks becoming exos weren't always
Smashy,
willing.
smashy.
And here I thought the people of the
Really? How
Golden
do you
Age
open
were
a chest?
supposed to be enlightened.
But the
This
Cabal
mode.
feel the same way about
What are you,
themselves.
Zelda? What are you,
The
Link?
way you talk about the Cabal,
I got
others
far
talk the
future
same way
sniper
about the
rifle.
Elixni, especially in the tower.
Icarus grip on a
Shax
sniper rifle.
openly jokes about
Fucking
killing them.
amazing.
Some guardians wear their bones on their
Tell
armor
from
like
people
they're
in the back what
animals.
that does.
It's different when you
Icarus
walk among
grip.
them.
That's
Shared a
mod
meal
on
with
it,
them.
right?
Well, I ain't gonna be sharing a meal
Improves
with no
accuracy
Cabal
while
anytime
airborne,
soon.
Oh, nice.
which is
For
obviously
All those times that Mike enjoys pulling off slick
Sick.
headshots in
Yeah,
the airs.
Whoosh.
However, it does have surplus and frenzy.
Oh, there you go.
So-
That's really good.
Yeah.
360. No
That's
scope.
actually a pretty decent roll. I just had to laugh. Like, whenever I see some nonsense mod on a weapon. Oh, is it playlisting us?
We're rolling again.
Okay.
Slot your gold.
Yeah, I did.
Where's my quest?
Maybe this will take us. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's good. At least we can show off the other area, which is a little bit different. On Nessus.
Heck yeah. Got another Challenger medallion. It's gonna have the same
far the-
mods, right?
Yeah. So part of the purpose of all this for this season is yeah, you get the gold from all the ritual activities, and when you
Yeah, my game just broke.
Intel reported increased crew activity. Seems
No,
they were right.
We're good. It's just doing the friendly.
Never good when the Cabal
when
get
you
this frisky.
complete these activities, you get a
Whatever they're
charge
planning
on the
will be
hammer.
less effective
So one of
without
the
a
things that they
commander.
brought back was the
Get in
prismatic
there and
recaster,
take
which
them
lets
out.
you turn your umbral engrams into specific things, specific types of loot. Those consume charges from the hammer. So basically, to do this, to get charges, you should unlock specific loot, whether it's armor that has specific stat rolls, or specific weapons that will eventually have like a bonus in the second slot. Like instead of having just one final perk, you'll have two. It's things like that. In the past, they introduced that in the season of Arrival. Two seasons ago. Yeah. And people liked it. They liked Umbral engrams. It was a joke because you'd have so many Umbral engrams, but they liked the fact that there was a way to target the kind of stuff that you wanted.
Yeah, they probably dropped too often, but the effects of them were great. I actually liked hunting for loot.
Yeah, and so bringing it back this time is good, and the way that you get the ability to target loot is basically using, the armor is just, you have to get, you just have to get it to drop for you during the stages. So if it drops for you, then you do it Battlegrounds, and you have access to it. Decoder and the new Helm area after this, but the weapons you actually have to use. You need to get sniper rifle kills to unlock sniper rifle.
Oh, I got smashed. The drop pod.
Sniper rifle and scout stuff. You have to use bow, sidearms, so things that like during the course of the season you're just going to use anyways, right as far as weapons go. Presumably sidearms.
I don't like them.
Oh, I love sidearms. Brass Attacks is a great new sidearm. Doesn't fully replace my Martyr.
Oh, what?
The only sidearm I ever used a lot and liked was Breach Light.
Yeah, so this doesn't replace Breach Light, but it's still got the 2-tap thing going on for it, so... Frenzy now, and Wellspring. Good silence.
Whoa. Cabal cluster missile, huh?
Yeah, the Thresher is a threat. Unlike Instructor, just like whatever Thresher. Here you're actually going to have to focus on PvP. If not, it will blood road.
Normally they're kind of mean. Here,
Onward we go to the next area, where there is actually a change to
Ironic
Nessus.
that the land tank is grinding up
It's over
Nessus
here,
for
man.
Cabal munitions. That's been the Vex plan for
I
centuries.
coming.
If either side were
I saw some
competent,
ammo.
they'd have wiped each other out already.
He saw a shiny.
So the task falls to us.
Yeah, I usually don't get on the spare.
Some dialogue now from Lord Saladin, which is new. He's actually like, hey, we should involve this character.
And isn't everybody singing "I'm on the moon"? It's made of cheese.
You hear that tune from Crow. Then there's some other people in the tower, yes,
Nice.
which has implications for the next big expansion pack, the Witch Queen.
Witch Queen?
That
The witch.
Oh.
there will,
Their castle.
yes.
These dudes tore up Nessus.
They did. Watch it
Here
great.
in this whole area. Showed the friends of
Okay.
The nice thing about the arrows was that your teammates can actually properly.
Oh.
And from a distance, don't shoot the butt side of it. One of those things where, because as soon as you mess it up, Bungie spawned a fresh one for you that they know that you should probably redo.
down.
Poop! Oh. Oh. Stand still. There's a lot of guys.
Yep.
Crow's intel indicates the commander is nearby. Challenge them and tie this off. We've got other fires burning.
So I like this one because it's huge.
The other one, I like that they are very different.
Yeah.
Where are your friends? You got a rocket on you. Oh, there's another one on your face. Oh, it's on your face again. Get it off. One more time. Oh, the dog's got me.
I got you.
Oh, behind us. Come out of your shell. He gone.
I respect a commander who's willing to shed blood on the front line.
That's easy to say when you're the one left standing.
Weird.
I don't regret a single one of my 1,000 deaths. It's the times I chose not to fight that I regret.
There's nothing wrong with choosing real peace.
Long
I wish the
shadow.
Cabal were that clever.
That will never happen. The Cabal have honor. They would rather die than surrender. I admire that.
Remind me not to get on your good side.
I got the
I'm not
robes.
sure I'd survive it.
To the new area.
Yes, off to the Helm.
I like that there's now more banter between all the NPCs.
Yeah.
Like Osiris and Saladin at the end of that one, or at least for me, they were going back and forth with one another. Crow's got some things to say to Holiday.
So I've got the seasonal challenges screen up. You care talking about that?
Oh yeah, that was something else new that they did, which I also think is a good improvement. So they did away with all the weekly bounties that you would get from like Shax and Drifter and Banshee and Zavala, and so now they just have every week they add a set number of challenges. It's not always 10, but a lot of it is just doing the kinds of things that you would normally do for some of those things. So defeat 50 Guardians and the play him list with supers, complete Gambit matches, defeat fallen combatants and strikes. Then they have specific ones that are tied to the seasonal activity. So in this case it was Contenders, Ascent, Golden Reaper, Crash and Converge, and Lenses and Focus. And so some of these, I think the first 3 of them gave you War Table reputation.
Yeah.
So that you could then unlock new perks for your hammer, or well, yeah, it's like you earn more Cabal Gold, you can have more Cabal Gold, your hammer has more charges on it, stuff like that. The kinds of things that like that they've done for every season. So the last season with Beyond Light, I mean it's still there, but Varix on Europa has a whole bounty board kind of a thing. The lure charge that you got from Crow has something on it too. So if you go look and inspect the Helm table, go in and see the hammer enhancements and what all you have there. Since it is kind of time locked, there's no way to kind of grind through all this at one go. But with the challenges thing is they last throughout the whole season. So if you hop in, 2 weeks from now, you'll still have access to all the ones from the first 3 weeks for you to do. And it's not clear yet. Tomorrow's the weekly reset, so we'll see then. But it's not clear if there's going to be some of these things that like progress carries over if you've done some things, or if it's you have to do these fresh when those challenges come up, which based off of some of what's there doesn't make sense, because some of it's like, hey, get the ornament for the rocket launcher. Well, if you complete that now, obviously that's going to be done when that challenge comes around. But exactly how much and everything else is just kind of one of those things we're waiting to see kind of what happens with it.
So I'm looking at the recaster right now.
Yeah, the focusing screen. So yeah, the tier 1 focusing up top there.
What is the progress bar on these? Because I haven't interacted with this screen yet. So
All right,
like
so
the tier 2 and 3 focusing, it looks like I've made progress on things already.
All right, so yeah, just kind of going from top to bottom. Tier 1, these are just readily available. The first 3 worldly weapons, armor, and chosen implements. So that's basically the world loot pool. Anytime you see a legendary Ingram drop, it's going to come from the worldly armor and weapons loot pool. Chosen implements then is stuff specifically for this season. And then if you have a hammer charge, you can get specifically either weapons or armor. Underneath that tier 2 focusing, this is kind of what I was talking about earlier, where as you use the weapons from the season, you can then get focused from those things. So as you use submachine guns or sidearms and get kills with them, you start filling up those bars. And when you get, I forget what the first one is, 750 or something like that, I think. When you get 750 kills, then you can do the tier 2, which is you can get a chance for either a submachine gun or a sidearm if you use up 3 hammer charges. Once you get the next tier, 2100, then you can get either a submachine gun or a sidearm, but it has then 2 perks in the final column instead of the usual 1. For the armor stuff, this is where, like I said, you just have to get it from the chest. So you need to get the, for me, I have to get the gauntlets and the boots to drop in order to be able to just roll that. Underneath that, then the focusing, you can see for all the armor pieces comes down to like taking damage or using your super, getting melee kills, getting Cabal gold for mobility, using your hammer charges for recovery, and then getting grenade kills for discipline. And so then that unlocks where you'll get some piece of armor that specifically has a high stat roll in that area that you're looking for. And that requires using 5 hammer charges.
I just got a code duello.
As you upgrade from week to week, I was going to look here and see if there was one that was... Yeah, so eventually the hammer can hold up to 10 charges total. And I don't know if there's anything that lets it... Yeah, that eventually you get stuff that lets you get more hammer charges, but it also costs more Cabal gold. So eventually you do have a way of getting, instead of just like 1 charge at a time, you can get more. And then there's an interesting thing too where you get charge capacity until you focus a number Ingram. So like you can just, I think without having to keep slotting in that gold, you can just kind of slot one in, run the playlist a few times, and keep getting charges on it. So yeah, they have all those kinds of different upgrade paths for the hammer that, as you go through, will make that a little bit easier.
Challenger medallion upgrade. So how do you upgrade the hammer? I'm sorry.
From those first 3 what do they call seasonal challenges? Yeah, the first 3. Any of the ones that have War Table reputation on them, that upgrades it.
I see. Well, yeah. So that's about the new season of Destino for you.
Seems good.
I'm enjoying it so far.
It is. It's cool. I like the new activity. It is very fun.
Yeah.
Seasonal activity last season I did not enjoy, let's say, at all. I really didn't like Wrathborn hunts because it was basically go to a location, stick a stick in the ground, and then kill a yellow bar mob, and then ride your sparrow for a minute, and then go kill that mob again, and then his friend. And you could delete all of those bosses in like 2 seconds. So it just felt like a waste of time, and it wasn't rewarding. Like, doing the same combat arena over and over again will probably wear thin once the novelty wears off, but at least it's moderately exciting. Like, it's dangerous, you could be killed.
And not just from
I don't know how
things falling
Jazzy
from the
feels
sky.
since he's been playing a lot more of this.
I mean, I like the fact that the hunts were so quick, at least. But getting, like, until they fixed the charge system later on in the season, getting a charge was really annoying because it was like having to run a bunch of strikes And now just getting enough gold to do one of the battlegrounds is a strike, which is good. Or there's other things that give you the gold as well. So, you know, they at least have some different ways of acquiring that gold. The battlegrounds themselves, yeah, I like. I mean, I think it's a fun activity, and there's a third one that's going to get added later on. There's a whole new strike that'll get added next month as well. There's from various data mining. There's some other things in store as time goes on, which I think will be cool. One of the things I really like about this season is that it actually continues from the past season. So, like, one of the basic, like, the big plot points from last season, and Fair can come down here and join me, so we can show off a little spoilery thing. We've kind of talked about him. But
I haven't
like,
even gone back here, so this will be new to me.
one of the big things from last season was...
Oh, I see.
Like, we interacted with the Crow, who used to be Aldrin Sov, and then he was reborn as a light bearer. So it actually picks up with him and like introducing him into this area, and like he's accompanied by Osiris, and you know, like there's a continuing story here from season to season versus in the past it was sort of like
each season was its own little micro story that
now there's this
broadly went somewhere. Like, you know, the season of Arrivals was the culmination of a lot of things, but
they're all little things scattered throughout the season instead of this one feels much more like it's picked up. Like Ziva Roth, one of the three Hive sisters, who's the goddess of war, is still a threat. Like, she's still known, and she's still something that is out there. And to kind of reflect that is that all the stuff that was part of Season of the Hunt is still available. You can still do those hunts this season. You can still get that gear. It's not gone away. You can still, you know, encounter Crow over in the Tangled Shore and do his quests and stuff like that, and go through that story on your own if you haven't, you know, done it yet. You know, there's going to be some little spoiler stuff here and there, but like, you know, that stuff is still accessible. So they did learn their lesson of just not like here for a season and then gone, and you never get to experience it again. And keeping some of that stuff around, there are some then powerful reward drops that you can get from doing that stuff. So like, as far as getting your character up to the new level cap, it's worthwhile to do. So I think all that's really cool, and I think, you know, like, the big bad this season is Empress Keitel, who's the daughter of Emperor Callus, who's been around in Destiny since the start of Destiny 2.
and then we found out something horrible about him.
He grew fat from strength.
That's yes.
We actually don't.
I was gonna say some other thing.
Yeah, we don't know where he is right now, because he used to be like one of the things that got put away with the whole Destiny content vault was the Leviathan raid. So that's no longer in the game, and that's where Callus was, and we don't know where the Leviathan is.
I'm Callus now?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes, you are. I'll do the Bat Tusi for you, as it's the traditional dance. Nick. So yeah, so like his daughter has come to the system, and you know, she's like, hey, you know, you got a lot of problems here between Hive and Darkness and stuff. Why don't we team up? And all you gotta do is just pledge fealty to me. And Zavala's like, nah, that ain't it. So we're at war with them. That's why we're doing these battlegrounds and stuff like that. But she's trying to rally the disorganized Cabal factions that have come to this system over the past, you know, 2 games, between the Red Legion from
Vanilla Destiny
Gaul.
2.
Well, no, yeah, from Vanilla Destiny 2 with Gaul, and then Callus's legions, wherever they may be, and then there's the various like siege breakers and all that stuff from Destiny 1 that presumably are still hanging around someplace if they didn't go to Gaul or Callus. So she's trying to rally all of them, build up a Cabal army to kind of challenge us and to fight off things. So it's interesting. Like it's just kind of one of those things of at this point I'm not quite sure where this story is going to go next. I know what the next big expansion is. I don't know what the next season is called. They always leave those kind of
season
in the dark
redacted.
That's right, until they get closer to it. And then the Witch Queen. So Savathun has been sort of lurking in the background behind all this. She's the other Hive sister to Xivu Arath and Oryx. She is the queen of deceit and secrets and all that kind of stuff. So she's been kind of like planting seeds and doing like moving chess pieces and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see kind of where they move from here. But this is, I think, the first step in the right direction for them as far as how to deal with story stuff and how to deal with content. There's still obviously things that they need to improve and fix upon when it comes to sunsetting. Like, I don't think the system as a whole is a bad, which is a controversial take, but I don't think it's a bad system. I think it's tough to see once they kicked it off, like the amount of content that was removed feels like a lot in compared to what's there, but then as they are adding more seasons in and there's more stuff here, like, I don't know. I got a vault full of guns. I'm happy to just every so often delete about 100 of them because I don't need them anymore in favor of other ones. So yeah,
just go for the high score on legendary shards.
That's right. But yeah, there's gonna be, I don't know if there's gonna be any new big activity. I kind of feel like the Battlegrounds is sort of their new big PvE activity. I don't know if there's going to be a dungeon this season or not. Probably not, but Vault of Glass is still on the horizon for a raid that they're going to add back in, which will probably come with the next season, so sometime during the summer. Then there will be one more season before Witch Queen arrives next November.
Witch Queen?
Their castle.
Alright. Well,
there.
We've gotten
I don't
more
know.
Destiny out of our system, so I'm sure we'll be back next week with something that is not Destiny.
For the Emperor. Sorry, for the King.
For the King.
Ah, yes. There's an expansion to that.
Mm-hmm.
You fight giant chickens!
And we'll probably fire it up and say, oh yeah, we still have to play 30 rounds in the basic map that we've never left on one of these streams.
It does let you jump right into the expansion. I did check it out a little bit, so.
Alright, well, we will be back next week.
Peace.